warmly welcome from our flagship conference on disruptive technologies and innovation, Foresight Minds. I'm happy to have Mr. Frank Baier from Novartis here to talk about his work at the conference. Thanks for your time.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
May I ask you to shortly introduce yourself and your job background?
I'm today in Novartis a global transformation lead. In the context, we are building a new function currently, cross-divisional, and we're providing standardized services to our division, which are mainly pharma, Alcon, and Sandoz. And this is tremendous work to have a change journey with building new capabilities, and this is very exciting to be part of this.
Okay, and we're excited to have you as part of the conference here. What brought you here?
Actually, it's I think the second or the third time I have the possibility to join this conference. What I really am enthusiastic about is that it's an easy connect with people from other industries with similar problems but different approaches. So it's a good interconnect and a good best practice exchange. And it's basically learning from each other and listening what's going on, where we are in advance, where we are behind, and learning from each other.
Are you in advance or behind?
It depends.
Okay.
It's the question. It depends really. I mean, there's some certain areas I think which, knowing that Novartis is a global matrix organization. So in some areas, of course, you need some more time to set up. But I think in other areas, like for example, we are setting really a focus on building the right capabilities within our team to make sure that we are set and prepared for the disruptive situations, technologies, I have to say the threats from outside. And I think we are really acknowledge that having the right assets, the right know-how, the right team to be best prepared for this kind of new upcoming situation is the right thing to do.
Okay, so internally you're well prepared. Do you also use external sources for your innovation management and foresight technologies?
Actually, this is part of our strategy. So, I mean, in today's world, which the innovation cycle is going shorter and shorter, which maybe took in the past 20, 40 years, today maybe like with new mobile portal or smartphones technology, which, by the way, is also impacting a pharmaceutical like Novartis. We will be much closer to the end consumer, to our patients than before. So we're asking ourselves the question: what does it mean for a traditional pharmaceutical company like Novartis to get closer? How we integrate hospitals, how we integrate doctors to use the information, the data, how we can use interactive platforms like smartphones, like new technology to use this kind of data, big data. Everybody's talking about it, but what does it really mean for us as a pharmaceutical? How we use that? It's an important thing. And coming back to your questions, of course, we realize that we not only can use our internal strength in coping with this innovation cycle, we need external partners, which could be universities, which could be, again, hospitals, which could be also health insurance companies, but also all kind of suppliers, also IT suppliers. It's this kind of a smart, let's say a smart network platform, which gives us implication what are the trends of the future. It's also kind of diversifying risk. Because as a big company, we need to be aware where are the trends, where are opportunities, but also making very smart decisions where to invest and where not to go. So it's a kind of, and this is coming back to the capabilities, it's a kind of way of test and failure new thinking. Yeah. So all around how internally, and this is the impact on the other side from what I described of the outside world, setting up the capabilities and the people which were in the past took a long journey, internal journey for making the right decision to shorten this cycle. And for that you need a new kind of mindset or a different kind of mindset to be open for also failure of kind of a learning organization, a learning culture, and also accept to a certain degree the failure. and also make a decision that, okay, we stop this approach and we follow a new approach with partners together.
Okay, so Novartis is not only focusing on innovations concerning medicines, but also others, right? Like technologies and how to communicate.
This is, again, we are still in evaluation phase. We still have, or we started already a partnership with all kind of companies. I think one I can mention, and this was in the press, is with Google, for example. So there is the partnership with Google, with the Google classes. This is in connection with the Alcon Eye Care division we have. So there is a kind of assessment how we can use this new technology, how we can integrate it in our and involve it with our existing business model. And again, this is only one example. There are multiple other examples where we really go the innovation path. And there's more to come. So there is, we are in the middle of a big, let's say, switch from, let's say, the traditional pharmaceutical approach to the more, I'm hesitating to say a kind of startup kind of way of thinking, but at least we are very close in partnerships and cooperating with startups company.
Okay. Sounds like a very challenging time.
It is, and as I said, I mean, the challenging time is, we are not starting from ground. We have an existing organization, we have existing teams, and they did a tremendous good job in the past. But the success of the past is not an insurance of the future success. We all know that. So the question is how we can use our knowledge and know-how we have today and combine it with the opportunities and the technologies with the team we have for the future. And again, we have these three towers: pharma, Sandoz, and Alcon. We really believe that the time is finished with a kind of silos. So we need to have a kind of cross-divisional approach to all our benefits. So it's about knowledge sharing, but it's also about what I mentioned before: standardized basis of services. And this kind of new way of collaborative working, we strongly believe this is one way of success and being prepared for the future.
Okay, sounds very interesting.
Certainly, it is.
Yeah, so you're really right at this conference. And I think everybody can profit from your knowledge and experience.
Actually, this is a good point. I just came out of a discussion with a colleague from the automotive industries, and even though there is a totally different industry, we understood and learned from each other. So I have already plenty of new ideas, which I take back home, and I will introduce to the team back. And this is what I meant earlier before. Really, it brings up new ideas, and I will try to implement them.
That's great. So I'm sure we will see you next year again here, maybe as a speaker.
Yes, I will do my best. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot for your time.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks.